Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump, lit,
What's up, Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
All right. With that being said, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, bro. ESPN will not air Spike Lee's docu-series on Colin Kaepernick. Y'all see I have the ESPN shirt on right now. Shouts out to Anscape. This is such a thing. I don't know if they're going to bring it up in the story, but it's a thing for a particular reason. So I'm going to read it, and here we go from The Guardian. ESPN will not air Spike Lee's docu-series on quarterback Colin Kaepernick, multi-part series on ex-NFL player who protested racial injustice will not continue over quote-unquote creative differences. And here we go. Director Spike Lee's multi-part documentary series for ESPN Films about former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who sparked a national debate when he protested racial injustice nearly a decade ago. Golly. Oh, my goodness. Time is flying. Colin Kaepernick nearly a decade ago? That was 9 years ago, man. 16. Jeez Louise. All right. Where is it? The filmmaker and ESPN said ESPN, Colin Kaepernick, and Spike Lee have collectively decided to no longer proceed with this project as a result of certain creative differences, ESPN said in a statement to Reuters on Saturday. Despite not reaching finality, we appreciate all the hard work and collaboration that went into this film. Lee told Reuters on Friday that the series was not going to be released. It's not coming out. That's all I can say. Lee said on the red carpet ahead of the Harold and Carol Pump Foundation dinner, a fundraiser for cancer research treatment in Beverly Hills, California. Asked why, the Oscar-winning director declined to elaborate, citing a non-disclosure agreement. Dang, I can't. I signed a non-disclosure. I can't talk about it. Dang, Kaepernick ignited a national debate in 2016 when he knelt for the U.S. national anthem to protest systemic racism and police brutality. The 37-year-old has not played in the NFL since that season. Many experts believe his political activism, which triggered a movement that drew the ire of Donald Trump, were the key reasons teams were very wary of signing him. He later filed a collusion grievance against team owners, which was settled with the league in 2019. Representatives for Kaepernick did not immediately respond for a request to comment. Production on the series began in 2022 with the Walt Disney-owned ESPN holding its quote-unquote full first-person account of Kaepernick's journey that would be featured in extensive interviews with the player. Dang, last year, Puck News reported that the project faced delays amid disagreements between Kaepernick and Lee over the direction of the film. I'm grateful to be able to work with the legend Spike Lee on my docu-series. Thank you, Jamel Hill, for being a part of an incredible team. It's time for the narrative to be corrected. Dang. Let me see this. Let me see this post. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see this post. Okay, it loaded. Of course, as soon as I did the thing. Dang. Nessa was in that, John. Dang, man. That's crazy. This is going to be amazing to watch. Chris, I have some news for you, buddy. Dang. Hate to see it, brother. Did Jamel Hill go to FAMU? Side note, Jamel Hill College. I thought so. She went to Michigan State. Shout out FAMU. Shout out HBCUs. I thought she went to Michigan State. The series is co-produced by Jamel Hill, former ESPN reporter who was suspended by the network in 2017 after she suggested that fans who disagree with the criticism of the NFL players taking a knee from the owner of the Dallas Cowboys should boycott the team's advertisers. A month earlier, she had enraged the White House when she tweeted, "Donald Trump is a white supremacist who is largely surrounding himself with other white supremacists." The network's decision to drop the series comes as the Trump administration has sued broadcasters that were reported critically on the president and pushed private businesses and schools to end diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives that the government now defines as unlawful discrimination against white Americans. Crazy. In December, Disney's ABC News agreed to pay $15 million to a foundation and a museum to be established by Trump as a part of a settlement in a defamation lawsuit Trump filed against the network. At this dangerous moment of dissent, I hope you appreciated the article. Before you close the tab, I wanted to ask if you want us to support the Guardian at this crucial time of journalism in the U.S. Shouts out to the Guardian for sure. We value anything you can spare. Support $5 monthly. Support for just $1. Shouts out to the Guardian, man. Y'all support journalism, everything like that for sure. What's good? What's good? What's good? Big Nate was in the building. I want to say this. The reason why this was a big deal to me and everything like that, because of this. Hold on, let me see. The NFL recently just took 10% of equity stake in ESPN. I'll let you guys do what you want with that information. So this was announced when the NFL bought ESPN 10%. ESPN acquiring NFL Network, other NFL assets. That was announced August 5th. It is now August 17th at the time I'm doing this live. That is 12 days. So 12 days after it was announced that ESPN, that the NFL was going to have 10% equity in ESPN announced, yo, the Kaepernick docuseries is no longer happening. It's crazy. And he signed an NDA and he said it's not coming out and he can't talk about it. My thing is like, dang. I wish he could have put this out independently, but obviously not. Obviously not. So trash, terrible work, bad on ESPN. The state of journalism, as we read, ironically, here at the end of the Guardian article, where they say you read 9 Guardian articles in the past year. Support us and stuff like that. Please support local journalism. Please support journalism, period, in America. All that stuff is important because ESPN's drawn all different places. So ESPN Bet is a thing, like gambling sites and stuff like that. It has infiltrated like journalism and stuff with sports journalism, and now teaming up with the NFL and WWE, it's like they've bought parts of ESPN too. So it's like you kind of at the mercy of their PR and everything. And now the journalism has kind of been distorted. The NFL's reporting. That's why I don't know. Pablo Torre, is Pablo Torre still an ESPN employee? I know he's. I'm not sure. Is Pablo Torre still at ESPN? Dang, it was the first thing that came up. No, Pablo Torre is no longer a full-time employee. Oh, okay. So, in 2023, he joined Dan Le Batard. Okay. Well, Pablo Torre has been going crazy on exposing the NFL and stuff like that independently, and that won't slow down anytime soon because he's with Dan Patrick. So there it is. Let me read what Dan said. Spike Lee's the most diehard Knicks fan in the sports world, and yet current Knicks can't even beat the Pacers. Indy has New York's numbers, and they have Mike Brown as their new head coach. 100%. Cap doing things off the field. I thought he was going to go to the Chargers to reunite with his former coach, Jim Harbaugh, but the Chargers got Trey Lance. Cap still looking as usual. Yeah, Cap is still looking for a gig, but I think it's like, it's raps, it's GG's, because it's been a decade away from the game now. I heard about what ESPN did, and I think they're doing this for revenue 100%. Like I said, I don't use sports betting. To me, it's a waste of time, and I only play fantasy for fun. Agreed. But like I said, it's ESPN needing money. Like sports journalism and journalism in general just needing money in this new media era where you can get stuff online. I don't know. I guess like the YouTube revenue and the online revenue just hasn't been enough for them. Suffice. And I don't know, man. Now you end up with things like this, where documentaries and reports get canceled because 10% of who owns your company says don't run with that, and you have to listen to the boss, and because dollars are over everything, the bottom line runs everything. So I hate that it had to, you know what I'm saying, this is just me speaking. This is not fact. This is not proven. This is not what exactly happened. Because, like Spike said, he can't say exactly what happened because he signed the NDA. But in my opinion, it's looking like it spilled over into the integrity of the art of journalism. So yeah, it's gonna be weird seeing NBA games on NBC since NBC is used for NFL, college racing, and other things. Yeah, but when I was a kid, when I was not even a kid, because that's gonna make me sound super old. But when I was like young, like 6 and younger, it was on NBC. But the it's gonna be weird not being on TNT though, for sure. Like no more TNT, NBA on TNT, dog. Especially being from Atlanta, like that was our thing. NBA on TNT, NBA TV, right across the street from the dang Georgia Tech, bro. Tech Parkway, dog. No more Turner Sports, and the NBA is crazy. All right. Next thing, the shopping cart.
Rashad, why you
Anyways.
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.